Your defense was very gnarly. Are you proud of that group today? And pitching a shutout against them is really
It only took us 14 weeks to get a shutout in defense, but that, with all our starters in, so real pleased with that. I mean, these guys are really. We knew we'd be up against the battle. I thought their offense was okay. They don't score a lot of points, so I thought if we could hold them, to 0, under 14, we'd be fine.
Okay. You wanted to make them one-dimensional. I mean, if you made them pass,
right.
Did you think you'd be in pretty good shape?
And we knew the routes were coming, and we knew that dig on the outside was coming, and Charles sat on that one. We called that, and he sat right there and ran a pick 6.
Yeah, he said he was told not to blitz on the play. He was told to backpedal.
We knew that was coming because they threw it the previous, couple plays before. We knew that's what they completed a couple passes on us for, but we sat him there, and he picked it off for pick 6.
And that was big because that kind of blew it open, and you could breathe a little.
We scored, I guess 15 seconds or within.
Yeah, right away. First play after the last touchdown.
Right.
This was like a slugfest forever, and it was nothing. Did you feel like if you got a score first that you'd be okay and you could exhale a little bit?
I thought the team that scored first would have the advantage, and I thought we had the advantage. They had a tough time moving the ball on us defensively, so we had a tough time running the ball on them. On them because they're a tough defense up front. We knew that. Looking for tape, I knew they would be tough up front.
But you could sense momentum change when you got on the board finally.
This game was a true game of momentum change and field position. I mean, I thought we got backed up a couple times. A big play. I thought the big play of the game was when we were backed up inside the 5 and Charles hit and Andrew hit Charles on that post corner.
Yeah.
That got us out deep
out of jail,
and then we scored on that series.
Swigert played great for you. He made a couple huge deep catches. Had a pick at the end to ice it.
Offensively we play real well, but we had to play enough to win the game. At this point in time, you're going to find teams that are real good. Obviously, you're going up against, but you got to do what you have to do to win a football game.
It's a different kid for you every week. I mean, last week it's Hollister winning it. Today it's Swigert making plays. Is that your balance and depth showing that it's somebody different all the time?
That's unique chemistry of this football team.
Okay.
We got kids that really want to play the game. They love the game of football. They're well coached. They're taught the game of football. Our coaching staff does a fantastic job of doing that, preparing the kids for the game. We knew what they're going to do offensively. We just had to shut it down. We probably went a little bit more spread today than we normally did, but to spread them out, that would open up our running game in the second half.
Right. And Hollister popped one, which was huge, and then you got the pick 6 right after that.
Yeah.
So I asked Coach Mannion the other night, how hard is it just to get to a district final? How hard is it to just keep winning these games and getting where you're going here? This is not easy stuff here at all, is it not?
We're going to week 15, really 17 total.
Yeah.
Till we have 2 weeks of summer camp, and if we don't know what we're doing by now, both sides of the ball, it's just a matter of adding a couple wrinkles here, and there. And keep the kids active in practice and things. And it's going to get colder, so it's a stress. It's a tremendous amount of stress on the kids in school, on the coaches, on their wives, on their families. But you got to do what you have to do. We have 2 more weeks to go, hopefully.
Having done this just 2 years ago, has that helped or hurt?
That we know. We were just talking about as a staff the other day that if we win, this will put us to week 15, and let's think back what we did in 2009. Okay, we might cut practice a little bit. We might do something differently. We might add a wrinkle or 2 here, but we still got practice and might give kids a day off. I don't know what we'll do. We'll talk about that tonight when we get back. We'll start breaking down West Catholic tonight when we get back.
Are you impressed with how your kids want to keep playing, want to keep winning, want to keep advancing? Because this time of year, like you said, it's tough, man.
It takes a special team to do that. I mean, they have to. They're putting in the time and commitment, with the schoolwork, and then with the football practice, and it's cold, people don't want to be out there, but these kids want to be out there, and it's amazing, and it takes a special. At this point in time, it takes a special team. It has to have character. They have to have, resiliency, and be out there because they want to be out there. They want to win another state championship. It's plain and simple.
Who's been the rah-rah guy after practice, during practice, and the bus?
I think all of our captains have stepped up. I think all of our seniors have taken control of this football team. So I think it's a mixture. It's not just one guy. You know, we come walking in at halftime, we're up 7-0. The kids said, "Oh, Coach, no problem. Just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, keep doing what we're doing." We made a couple adjustments at halftime. You know, but we had to do what we had to do. At this point, that's what you live on.
Sure.
You know, you live on, making adjustments on coaching adjustments in the game, and I wanted to start out doing some things. I couldn't do it because they were so tough defensively. Now we had to open up a little bit more than we wanted to.
Is the season too long?
Well, if we go 16 weeks, 18, that makes it a heck of a long season.
Yeah.
And I remember 2 years ago, we were totally drained.
Yeah.
It just takes a tremendous amount of stress, preparation, commitment by not only your staff but your kids and their parents and families. So, but we're down to 2 weeks hopefully, and we live another week.